Oh, whoops, an extra 0 is what happened. Okay. Hey, they're going to show some graphs of how money grows. So remember when we did just the regular interest and they showed a graph, it was just a steady line going straight up. When you have compound interest, notice it curves a little bit. It goes up faster. And that's why compounding interest is better for you if you're earning interest on something. It makes you more money faster. So they're just trying to represent this as a graph. Okay, so the 3,000 right here, this line that they're pointing out, this is the amount you started with. And if you didn't put it in an account at all, it would just stay at $3,000. If you just saved your $3,000 under your mattress for 25 years, at the end you'd still have $3,000. So that's what this red line is here. The blue line is if you put it into an account, and I just made up a number at 5% interest. And notice how it starts growing gradually at first, and then it starts to grow more steep. Okay, they want to know after about how many years has the investment earned $1,000. Okay, so if you start at 3,000, when are you going to be 1,000 bigger, or when are you going to be at 4,000? So the way to answer that is if you look across at your graph until you hit the graph. Okay, we're going across. That's 1,000 higher than you started with. How many years is that? If we look down here. Okay, so again, these are just graphs to kind of compare what would happen if you didn't invest your money, what would happen if you invested it in a compounding account. And yeah, it looks like after 10 years, you'll have earned $1,000. And that's not going to match up if you plugged it into the formula, because again, I'm just trying to show you how to read a graph. I wasn't worried about whether the numbers matched up. Alright, I'm going to change this question a little bit. Okay. Here's our same graph, and they want to know this time, after 20 years, how much interest has the investment earned? Okay, so to do that, since we're starting with years, we go, okay, here's 20 years. See where your graph is at 20 years. Okay, so you start at the 20 years, go up to find out where you are on the graph. Oh, there's the graph. Okay, then look over to the side to see how much money you have. Good. So at 20 years we have $6,000. So how much interest have we earned? If we started with 3,000 and now we have 6,000. Because 6,000 is the amount that's in the account, that's the balance, but they wanted to know how much interest had the investment earned. So how much extra money did it earn? It earned you $3,000 from looking at the graph. Okay, so those are just some questions. If they represent your interest growing as a graph, some ways to look at the graph and interpret what it means, or how much interest you've earned, how long it's going to take, all of that fantastic stuff. Okay, are there any questions on those two graphs?